Today our topic is how to stay stoic in a world full of distractions. Life today is full of noise, chaos, and endless distractions. Everywhere you look, there are things trying to pull your attention away from what truly matters. Social media, news, advertisements, and even the people around us can make it hard to focus on our goals, our peace, and our inner strength. This is where Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, can help us. Stoicism teaches us how to stay calm, focused, and resilient, no matter what is happening around us. It is not about ignoring the world or becoming emotionless. Instead, it is about understanding what we can control, accepting what we cannot, and living with purpose and clarity. Let's explore how we can stay stoic in a world that often feels overwhelming. First, let's talk about what Stoicism really means. Stoicism is a philosophy that started in ancient Greece and Rome. It was practiced by people like Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor, Epictetus, a former slave, and Seneca, a philosopher and advisor. These thinkers believed that the key to a good life is not in external things like money, fame, or power, but in how we think and respond to the world. Stoicism teaches us to focus on our own minds and actions, because those are the only things we truly control. Everything else, what other people do, what happens in the world, even our own bodies, is outside our control. By accepting this, we can find peace and strength, even in difficult times. Now let's talk about distractions. In the modern world, distractions are everywhere. Your phone buzzes with notifications, your email inbox fills up, and the news cycle never stops. It's easy to feel pulled in 100 directions at once. But Stoicism reminds us that we don't have to react to every distraction. We can choose where to focus our attention. Think about it. When you check your phone every few minutes, are you really in control? Or is the phone controlling you? Stoicism teaches us to be mindful of our actions and to ask ourselves, is this helping me, or is it just a distraction? By being aware of these choices, we can take back control of our time and energy. One of the most important ideas in Stoicism is the dichotomy of control. This means dividing things into two categories: what we can control and what we cannot. For example, you can control how hard you work, how kind you are to others, and how you respond to challenges. But you cannot control the weather, other people's opinions, or the past. When we focus too much on things we cannot control, we waste our energy and feel frustrated. But when we focus on what we can control, we feel empowered and at peace. So, the next time you feel overwhelmed by distractions, ask yourself, is this something I can control? If the answer is no, let it go. If the answer is yes, take action. Another key idea in Stoicism is the practice of mindfulness. This means being fully present in the moment, without letting your mind wander to the past or the future. When you are mindful, you can see distractions for what they are: just temporary noises that don't have to affect you. For example, if you are working on an important project and your phone buzzes, you don't have to pick it up right away. You can pause, take a deep breath, and remind yourself of your priorities. Mindfulness helps us stay focused on what matters and avoid getting caught up in things that don't. Stoicism also teaches us the importance of self-discipline. This means making choices that align with our values, even when it's hard. For example, if you want to stay healthy, you might need to say no to junk food, even when it's tempting. If you want to succeed at work, you might need to turn off the TV and focus on your tasks. Self-discipline is not about punishing yourself or living a strict, joyless life. It's about making choices that help you become the best version of yourself. When you practice self-discipline, you build inner strength and resilience, which helps you stay stoic in the face of distractions. Another way to stay stoic is to practice gratitude. In a world full of distractions, it's easy to focus on what's wrong or what we don't have. But Stoicism reminds us to appreciate what we do have. Take a moment each day to think about the things you are grateful for: your health, your family, your opportunities, even the small joys like a good meal or a beautiful sunset. Gratitude helps us stay grounded and reminds us that, even in difficult times, there is still good in the world. When we focus on the positive, we are less likely to be pulled into negativity or distractions. Stoicism also encourages us to embrace challenges and see them as opportunities for growth. Life is not always easy, and distractions are not the only things that can throw us off course. We also face setbacks, failures, and unexpected changes. But Stoicism teaches us to see these challenges as chances to learn and become stronger. For example, if you lose your job, it's easy to feel hopeless and distracted by fear. But a Stoic mindset would ask, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to grow? By reframing challenges in this way, we can stay focused and resilient, even in tough times. Another important Stoic practice is to reflect on your day. At the end of each day, take a few minutes to think about what happened. Ask yourself questions like, did I stay focused on what matters? Did I let distractions take over? How can I do better tomorrow? This practice of reflection helps us learn from our experiences and improve over time. It also helps us stay mindful of our actions and choices, which is key to staying stoic. Finally, Stoicism reminds us to live with purpose. In a world full of distractions, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. But when we have a clear sense of purpose, we can stay focused and motivated, no matter what is happening around us. Take some time to think about your values and goals. What kind of person do you want to be? What do you want to achieve in life? When you have a clear sense of purpose, distractions lose their power over you. You can say no to things that don't align with your goals, and yes to things that do. In conclusion, staying stoic in a world full of distractions is not about ignoring the world or becoming emotionless. It's about understanding what we can control, accepting what we cannot, and living with purpose and clarity. By practicing mindfulness, self-discipline, gratitude, and reflection, we can stay focused on what truly matters and build inner strength and resilience. Stoicism is not just a philosophy, it's a way of life that can help us navigate the chaos of the modern world with calm and confidence. So, the next time you feel overwhelmed by distractions, remember the wisdom of the Stoics. Focus on what you can control, let go of what you cannot, and live with purpose. This is the path to a peaceful, meaningful, and stoic life.